Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are at HP Works. You might recognise the background, and we are here for some tuning on Chappie, my 180SX. And it's actually the second day of tuning because the first one came up. I actually had an issue with got everything set up on the ECU, but actually had an issue with the CAS sensor where it wasn't picking up the crank signal. So what I did is I bought the NZ wiring trigger kit, which is from memory, is a 1:24 trigger kit, so it does both. It's one of the few that does both the cam and the CAS sensor off of the CAS sensor, like the stock one does, but it's set up for aftermarket ECUs. And as soon as we plugged that in, we didn't have the issue anymore. So the issue initially was that as soon as you went to 6,000 RPM, it was just turning on and off that signal. It couldn't read it properly. This absolutely sorted that, and now it is ready for a dyno run. So you're about to see that dyno run there, where this thing, well, I predicted that we'd be looking at about 350 horsepower maximum. That was what I wanted, nice safe. This thing at 1.2 bar, dropping down to 0.9 bar at the end, is making 400 horsepower, 402 horsepower on that. So I am absolutely over the moon with the results we've got. When was the last time you saw one of these? Comment down below if you know what it is. then. And that was second run then, yeah?
Yeah. I'll just go to the last one. Where's the last one?
That's colder than in here.
Yeah. Yeah. You can hear my car in the background. Here it comes. Hang on, I need to move. I'll shift you this. You gonna fit? You gonna? Woo! I'll listen out for it going down the dual carriageway.
You can probably hear it. No fuel here.
What is it, 47? It's nuts.
It's like doing nothing.
Yeah.
Proper engine, proper turbo now, and use the fuel up.
I don't need any more than 400 horsepower. I'm quite happy with that. We'll build a different car for that. Hello, buddy. This is the horse, and in there they make the horsepowers. So it's the next day and we're back at the unit tearing into the RB180. Why am I taking it apart? Well, because there was a couple of bits that needed doing on it. So one of the things was the power steering pump. It just gave out as soon as we put anything through it. I think it's just been sat too long, but it's actually coming out of the pulley. So I've got it released now to drop the oil, but actually the oil was coming out from around the pulley here. So I'm pretty sure that's toast. So I don't have another one here. I'll order one, but for the minute, because we've got MOT tomorrow, I'm going to take the one out of the R33 because that's going to be parked up while I'm driving this. The other thing was that I didn't put a boot on the top of the gearbox. So you've got the boot that sits between the bodywork and the gear stick, but actually on the gearbox itself, there's a rubber boot which stops any oil from flying out the top. And I just didn't have one. And like the spare gearboxes I've got here also don't have them for some reason. So I'm pretty sure there's none here, but basically it sits around this bit here. So to cure that, I could take it off the R33, but that's an RB25 box, which I think would be a different size, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. But the R34 is not going anywhere. So the 33 is going to be parked up because it's going to have its transformation exterior-wise. The 34 is getting parked up because it's going to have a turbo conversion. So if you're interested in either of those, hit the subscribe button. But we're gonna steal those bits off of that. So I've already got the shifter out, and it's this boot here, that one, which we're going to take off to fit onto the 180, and then we'll get it up in the air, clean up any oil that's dropped down, and put the front splitter back on, which would be good. And then I think I can actually go drive it and enjoy it. Okay, I'm mostly done. The power steering pump is in, the rubber boot is on. I went under and just nut and bolt checked everything and sort of cleaned off anything that was leaking previously, so I can see if there's any new leaks from the bits that I've changed. Now I'm just doing some final bits, so I'm going to put the valley cover back on, make it look nice, it's aesthetic. I'm not getting any sound from the horns for some reason, although Let's just see if it, let's change it to being switchable on the, no, still nothing. So pull the steering wheel off, but I need to do that anyway because it's not in the right position. Also, probably best chuck a front number plate on as well, because, you know, it's got to be legal. And after all that, I finally get to drive it.